Well. Looks like you guys are back for part 2 of Louie the Black Cat, Private Eye,
and Jerry.
In our first case, the custodial ring. Welcome back. Let us begin. Me and Jerry the next day got Jerry's passport thing taken care of and we flew off to England. Almost in the same day.
Oh yeah, except I forgot to pack my toothbrush. I wasn't exactly happy about that.
Either way, we arrived in England, London specifically, if you guys remember last episode where our custodial friend, Mr. Terrence, they're talking... What was he anyway? I wasn't quite sure.
He was a Komodo dragon, Louie.
Oh, is that what he was? Oh. Either way, our friend Terrence the Komodo dragon took off to London. We saw him post a post on Wapow, and that's why we're there. Sorry if I got a little mixed up trying to speak this from the top of my mind. Either way, we show up in London at the giant airport. There. Now, I wasn't exactly sure what to expect, but I was quite surprised. Jerry, check this out. They have phone boxes. It's been so long since I've seen a phone box.
Yeah, but Louie, they don't work.
They don't work?
No, they took out those kinds of services a long time ago. Everyone now has cell phones. Which begs me the question: why don't you have one?
I did have one a while ago, but it broke, and I never got the money to replace it. So, hey, if we solve this case, we'll get money.
Yeah, but also, we seem to be the only ones working on it. It's not like we actually, work in the police department to actually get any money out of this.
Yeah, well, I know. We'll sell the case to the FBI back home. Huh?
I mean, I suppose we can, but I don't think they'll pay us for this service.
You know what? If we do this case properly and we give out the proper justice, then I suppose that'll have to do.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Either way, as we went through London, England's airport, we're looking around. We kind of do get distracted with one or two things.
You want to go see Big Ben?
Yeah, and it turns out it was under construction now, wasn't it? It was getting repaired. Oh well. So either way, about a day or two later, we head to the school that our friend, Mr. Terrence, Komodo Dragon, went to. Hey, this is a pretty interesting school here, eh, Jerry?
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's a private school, too.
It's a private school? Well, how are we going to get in?
Well, I mean, we're allowed in to enroll students.
So you're saying we should have brought a kid along as a character to put in here?
No, it wouldn't work because how are we going to get permission from his parents? Not only that, it wouldn't exactly work out very well for us.
I suppose. Either way, we gotta do something.
They're hiring for anybody?
No, there's nothing here. How do we get into a private school?
I have an idea.
Hi there, I'm Louie, IT guy, and this is my other IT guy, Jerry.
Hello.
Oh, we weren't expecting you until 4 days during the week. Why? You guys are quite early.
You see, well, we here at I Spy IT guys, we're quite, we had a free week. Okay, we decided to come here early.
Oh, right. So, go right ahead, I guess.
Thank you, sir. That was kind of easy, Jerry.
Trust me. You do the talking, I'll do the technical stuff.
Hey, right. So what do we do?
Well, we need to figure out a connection between the two custodians, more than just their social media posts. See why they become friends. We need to learn more about the custodial worker guy, I say.
Right. So we should ask some students?
No. You see, custodial work is mostly invisible to the eye of a student. So maybe we should ask more of the faculty. Or possibly yet the HR department, the principal, people like them. They ought to know a lot about the janitorial people.
Right. Okay. You start with the principal, and I'll start with the lunch ladies.
Hey, not a bad idea.
Hi, ladies. Good afternoon.
Now, who's this freak?
Hey, whoa.
Yeah, get out of here. You're not allowed in the cafeteria.
Pardon me, miss. I'm only here for some information. You see, name's Louie, private eye.
That's not what it says on your t-shirt.
Right. Yeah. I'm also an IT guy, but I want to be a private eye. Can you tell me anything about that janitor?
Janitor? What janitor? The only thing we got around here is John Robot.
Oh, I meant the guy who's supposed to be kept here while the robot's working.
Yeah, Roy, Larry. I think his name's Larry. Hey, Marcia, you know anything about the guy named Larry? Larry. You know, Larry, the custodial worker guy, the guy that you were gonna ask out for some reason and I told you not to. Yeah. I don't know where he is. No, we need information, Marcia. Alright, let me just put the cinnamon rolls in the oven. Yeah, hello? Can I help you?
Yeah, I was just asking about, I guess his name is Larry, the janitor, the custodial worker guy.
Yeah, Roy. What do you want to know about him?
Oh, anything. His friend life, anything in particular.
Are you like some sort of private eye?
I am indeed.
Oh, well, I never spoke to a private eye before. Well, from what I can tell, Larry was an interesting fella. He asked me out 1 or 2 times, but I always rejected him. Apart from that one time you didn't take him to your brother's wedding. Yeah, apart from that one time, Sally. Yeah, anyway, point is, I only got about that once. I asked him to do that, Either way, he was a rather lonely, sad guy, I'd say. I didn't think he had any friends. I don't think he does.
Yeah, Roy, how did he feel about the robots? Coming into the school here. Like, was he upset that they were going to take his job?
No, not particularly. Once the robot came into the school to, test trials and whatnot, he kind of vanished. I mean, he'd appear in the school for like 5 minutes, I'd see him for.
No, I say. So he still kind of came to the school, but he didn't really, do any work?
No. He hung out in the lounge room. That's about it.
Huh. Oh, I say. Interesting information. Did he ever have, a phone call or, anything in particular? Do you know? Oh, I know. Here's a better question. Did he do anything, outside of work that you know of?
He golfs. That's all I know. And that might even be a big if, and that's only because I saw his bumper sticker one time and it says, I heart golf. It's not much to go on by a bumper sticker.
Actually, there is sometimes a lot to be going on by a bumper sticker. Do they have, a particular resort? Any kind of clues?
No, not really.
Do you mind if I have the keys to his room? His custodial room where the robot usually hangs out or something?
The principal would have those keys. We're just lunch ladies.
Right. Well, thanks for the information, ladies. If I need anything else, I'll probably come back to you.
Oh, well, have fun, Mr. Private Eye.
You know I will, ladies. Farewell. I'm walking through the school and I'm meeting up with Jerry at the principal's office.
Yeah. He wasn't exactly a very nice guy either. You know, it's like I started asking just a few simple questions and he started getting mad at me.
What'd you do?
Well, I threw him at the wall.
Jerry, we've been over this. I didn't know you actually hit somebody.
Well, I didn't hit him. I just choke slammed him into the wall. You know, like Broly. Boom. You know, just grab him, Goku, throw him right in the iceberg.
That's basically hitting him. I don't mean to be that guy, but you threatened the principal. I thought we were having a clean case here about now.
Well, I mean, he didn't mind. He actually he got a little weird.
Oh. Well, one of them weird people?
Yeah, he was into it apparently. And then he gave me the keys.
Oh. You never told me that. It does explain why you looked a little, disgusted when you got out of his office.
Yeah, it was kind of strange, you know. I wasn't really expecting that. Then it happened.
Yeah, we can move on, alright? So anyway, we got the keys. We go looking around the janitor's office. And we see that the robot was wide open.
Yeah, it was like all the hardware was sticking out. It was in a computer running a lot of numbers and things. I decided to take a look and see what was running through. What did you do exactly?
Well, I looked around the room for any other clues. You see, it appears that these guys really love to do golf. And so I'm like, well, there's got to be a connection around here somewhere, right? Well, like maybe a specific golf course to go to, or maybe many of them. I don't know. Either way, I did find 2 business cards of 2 different golfing places. One was Royal Heights, the other Soft Pines, which I found rather weird because I didn't think England had any pine trees, but I could be wrong about that. Either way, me and Jerry, after he decrypted the code, what did you actually find?
Well, you see, I was looking through all the code that was running through, but apparently it wasn't that much. It was just program code going up and down.
Up and down?
It was like running diagnostics of itself. After a while, it kind of stopped. There was nothing there. It was apparently the computer was only used for that specific purpose. You see, I tried to look through the computer to, see if I could find like an email address, any like accounts, but no, the only thing downloaded on it was the specific programs to run the robot, which I found interesting because it's like, why would a laptop consisting all the data used to operate a robot, all the program, the code and whatnot, things like that, were only found on this laptop?
So what you're saying is maybe they were making a bootleg version?
No, they were exact copies. So either it's going to be a really good bootleg, or I even suspected, the custodian people were behind all this.
Yeah, but the thing is Terrence wasn't nurse. He wasn't nurse,
No, but he could have friends that were Norse.
Roy. But he didn't, right? I didn't think we actually found any Norse people.
No, he didn't actually have any friends that were Norse, which was we found weird. But you'll find that out later on in the story.
Anyway, so we head over to Royal, where were we going? Royal Queens? I already forget where we were going. Either way, we went to the first golf site. We started asking people around. We're like, hey, do these 2 golf here very often? And the guy there's like,
Oh, well, yes, sir. Mr. Fedderway and Mr. Terrence are very good customers here.
Terrence. American guy?
Yes, American. Interestingly enough, he came here a lot, even though he's American.
He comes here a lot. Why?
Well, I imagine we have the best golf course here. Probably better than America itself,
Yeah, but... never mind. Do they, like, is it a monthly thing?
Oh, yes. Yes, it's around a monthly thing, I'd say so.
Right. Either way, me and Jerry, we didn't really get much off the places. And so, we thought we were at a dead end at these golf clubs. Until we saw Terrence and 2 other custodial workers that we saw together. The same 2 other guys that were in that photo on his post.
Yeah, and we were gonna wallop them.
No, we weren't gonna wallop them. We were gonna... You know how we did it.
Yeah, right. That was kind of entertaining.
Yeah, we had a golf cart race with him. Although, with our brilliant disguises, Terrence didn't even know it was us. In fact, I did so well at disguising my accent, he didn't even know we were there.
Howdy, friends.
Oh, hey,
These friends of yours, Terrence?
No, although, the cat kind of looks familiar, but I could be wrong.
Hey, don't worry about it. Listen, you guys up for a round of golf? You know me and my friend here?
Hello.
That's not how your voice was when we did the thing.
Yeah, but I didn't really disguise my voice all that well, and I'm a 6-foot alligator. I don't even know how I got away. I was barely wearing a disguise in the first place.
It's not your fault. It's the fact that Mr. Terrence the Komodo Dragon, it was practically blind as a bat. That's right. Apparently he wasn't wearing his glasses at the time, and this time he was, and he barely recognized Jerry. Good thing at least we had some cover names, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the name's Teddy. This is my associate, Fred.
Hello.
Now you doing you're doing your normal voice now? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not doing the silly stuff for this part. Everyone knows it's me. You could do the thing.
You're right. Anyway, with my brilliant disguise, we asked him to play a couple rounds of golf. As we're playing, they were rather quite good, I might remember. They were actually quite good at golf. They were slaughtering me and Jerry. We were coming up to around the 17th hole, and I thought, Jerry, what if we ask him for a race? Golf cart race. You see, our plan was, we're trying to friend these guys, right? Trying to friend them. And the thing was, it wasn't going very well. Apparently, these guys take golf rather seriously, unfortunately. But we give it a try anyway. Hey, Jerry. Oh, hey, Freddy.
Yeah?
You think these guys can beat us at a race?
What do you 3 say, huh?
Yeah. Look at them. They think they can beat us in a golf cart race. We know this place like the back of our hand.
Yeah. Who do you think? Oh, you know what? Last one to the club has to pay for all the drinks.
You're on.
And that is how we had to pay $6,000 to replace 2 golf carts.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. Whatever his name was, what was his name?
I think Larry, remember?
Oh, right, Larry. Larry's the one that cut me off. I just so happened to not prove that I did. I pivoted him.
Yeah, you pitted him into the pond.
I didn't think it'd work. You know, you see in all the films it works, but it's like it actually happens, and I was proud.
Yeah, you were so proud you drove in the pond yourself.
Funny enough, after that, we became really good friends with these guys. You know, we exchanged, our fake, willpower counts. Right. We exchanged ourselves. We actually became friends with them. Our plan was working to a T.
Even though we had to pay $6,000, $6,000 we didn't have. How did you even manage that in the first place?
Rachel. Rachel the rabbit from the pub.
Oh, Roy, you guys been playing, what are you two anyway?
Well, we're friends. Very close friends, you know.
You never told me this.
I didn't think I needed to. Like, who do you think you are? Do I need to tell you everything that I know?
No, just figured you'd tell me you were really great friends with her. So she's the one that paid the $6,000 to get us out? Well, we should write her a thank you card after this.
Well, I already did. And a little bit more. I took her out to Freddy's.
You mean that burger joint across the street from our office?
Yeah? Why?
I'm just saying, they have rats in the kitchen.
They have rats in the kitchen?
Well, yeah, don't get angry at me.
Yeah. We're getting off topic. Back to the story. Anyway, so after we became close friends and, well, we didn't actually have any money for a hotel room, so we were actually sleeping in the back of our car. And for a 6-foot alligator, well, you slept on the roof, didn't you?
Yeah, I slept on the roof. Wasn't exactly that fun. A lot of people don't like a 6-foot alligator on top of a Mini Cooper.
Anyway, the thing is that, we were actually just trying to get close with him for a few days. Just basic, friendship stuff and whatnot, things like that. And then, one day, the perfect day, they asked us what we do. It was like, well, fellas, I am a voice actor. And they're all like, oh, dude, you're a voice actor? That's crazy! That was Tony. Tony was the third guy. He was actually a rat. It's kind of weird. That group consisted of a tiger, a Komodo dragon, and a rat. All of them weirdly the same size. That was the biggest rat I've ever seen. Anyway, we were discussing things. They were really excited that I was a voice actor, but I'm actually a private eye. It fell for my little trick.
But weren't you a voice actor once?
No. No, remember I didn't get that gig?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, thing was, we didn't get in close, right? You were asking me what I was doing, what kind of companies I was working for, what type of voices. I did a few impressions, obviously, just to keep going thinking like, oh, I made those voices, and they're like, oh, they're all blown away. But then I was like, so, what do you gentlemen do as a living? And they're all like, well, I'm glad you asked that. Listen, we got ourselves a pretty good gig as well. We run a robotics factory. Really? What type of robotics factory? We make all sorts of cleaning robots. You see, we were a couple of downbeat custodians, but we're making billions. Billions, huh? These robots must be pretty well if you're making billions. Oh, yeah. We sent off these robots to our schools for test drives. Really? Yeah, no one even knows. Our plan is perfect. What's your plan? Well, you see, we might be making a lot of money from these robots, but we have to play as down and out, custodians. So you know what I did once? I told this other cat that I was a janitorial serviceman out of luck, and I was stealing bicycles. And at the time, I was practicing my counterfeiting skills, just for fun. I'm not actually a counterfeiter, but I had all these bills, and I told him I was getting paid $12,000 a bike. Oh, and he bought it. It was terrific. I see. So, what did you do then? Well, he told me not to leave town, but I couldn't resist. I wanted to go play another round of golf with my buddies here. Besides, we also had a meeting we had to go to with a bunch of people from Japan. Isn't that right? Yeah. They came all the way down here and were like, all right, so we want to discuss robot business. You see, when we first built these robots, we weren't actually trying to get rid of our jobs.
No, in fact, we were trying to get into the military aspect. But unfortunately, that didn't work. In fact, we made a mistake. Our first warehouse, got blown up. Blown sky high. We were testing a new type of battery operation system. And what happened was, well, a worker friend of ours was lost.
Lost, huh?
Yeah, you see, you ever have one of those moments where you put a negative and a positive and you swap them and then all of a sudden the place is blown sky high? We lost over $3 million of funding from investors. Pretty sooner or later, all those military investors, well, they just backed out of the deal. It's crazy. So we had to come up with another way of coming up with a deal. So we're like thinking, okay, with these leftover pots, what do we do?
Yeah. And anyway, we scraped up the pots that we could find and some of our friends. And, well, what we did was we made cleaning robots.
You see, we're all pretty advanced in robotic engineering. Once we made these robots, we were like, hey, this thing's actually pretty good. Considering our military engineering background, blueprints for these robots actually worked rather well as cleaning maids, practically.
I see.
So the thing was, we didn't have any investors.
No, in fact, it was quite hard. We did convince a company from Japan to take a look at some of our robots, and they were impressed. They added some of their own tech into the robot to help its improvements, but were very impressed by the thing itself. And then they were like, okay, we will take the robots, but only if you try something out.
Was that your Japanese impression? It was terrible.
Hey, don't make fun of me. I'm not Japanese, all right? Anyway, so we're like thinking, all right, so they'll take these robots, but we don't have anything to test them on.
And I was like, well, what if we became custodians? There's actually quite a few of us as well that is in on this plan. We're a crew of like 23 of us. Well, there was 23, now it's down to like 17, but either way, we started pulling in these robots, surprisingly, in our own schools. And from that day on, we've been actually getting bank and more money from the investors in Japan.
I see. Very fascinating. So do you gentlemen, like... Are you telling anyone about these plans? Like, how much money are you making off of this?
Oh, we're making bank, dude. So far, we're making billions. And just in only the testing phase. Imagine when these things actually go into production. We said 15 years in the future, but really we could start launching these babies in 5. In fact, 4 if we're really good.
Yeah. So what do you say? What was your name? Ted. Ah, Ted, yes. Do you want to invest in our company? Sure, why not?
All right.
However, Mr. Terrence, what did you do with the bikes from the, that you were talking about earlier?
Oh, right. Well, I didn't really want to steal the bikes. You see, I was just trying to play this pod and, well, don't worry. I already gave back the bikes to the people.
You did, huh?
Yeah, I kind of felt bad doing it. I needed to be caught as a janitor for this to actually work. You see, the people in Japan needed us to do this front.
So what you're saying is you haven't ripped off anybody?
Not exactly. No, we haven't ripped anyone off.
No, this is a great plan for us to make money, obviously. No one's really a victim here, unless you want to buy a robot. But even if you do buy a robot, it's not like we made it crappy.
No, this is military grade stuff we're talking. Only for your house. Like if you shoot at it, it won't even break.
You remember the day in the testing lab we brought an RPG for testing?
Oh yeah, that was great. We fired an RPG right at our maid, thinking like, hey, if we had an interesting slogan on. It was like, hey, if our maid can handle an RPG, it can handle your home. Or something like that, and,
yeah, that was the day that we found out our robots, they do more than just take on RPGs.
Yeah, they would grab them, and they would throw them back at you.
That was a surprise, but hey, surprise engineering, eh?
Are you saying these robots are dangerous?
No, as long as you don't fire a rocket-propelled grenade at them. We're starting to think our engineering is getting a little too smarter than we thought, but the Japanese investors thought it was hilarious when we fired the RPG, so we thought that was a plus. So either way, we left it in. So far, no one's been scammed so far as we know, unless Tony does something about it.
Tony? You mean the rat?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't mean me, right? No, not you, Tony. The other Tony. Tony the turtle. Remember him? Oh, yeah. Tony the turtle. Been a while since we've heard from that guy. Yeah. Either way, he's out of the cut. He's not part of our crew anymore.
I see. So you're just a bunch of custodians, down on your luck. But you're not even custodians. You're military engineers, robotic engineers.
That's about the size of it.
And you gave the bike back to the people that you took them from.
Yeah, in fact, I improved them. Technically, I gave them a wash. I added a charger to each 3 of those bikes, so you could pedal along, charge your phone, and even drive the bike. No one was being harmed.
Oh, well, sounds intriguing.
So what do you say? You want to invest in this opportunity?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we now have money.
Yeah, he invested. Invested money that we didn't have. From Rachel. Again. Now that I know where we got all of this mysterious money from.
Alright, come on. Rachel wanted a bit of the action. I thought I said, hey, we got ourselves a great deal, Rachel. You gotta come in and do this deal. So, we solved the case. The bikes were given back to the people that they were stolen from with advanced technologies to them. No one pressed charges. Nothing really happened. So, we invested in their company, and now we're making $500,000 a month.
Yeah, but, that'll only come next year, remember?
Oh, Roy, we're still pretty poor right now, but since we borrowed like 10 grand from Rachel, invest into them, the math serves out $500,000 a month next year. So we're still hanging out in this old rickety office of ours, but I happen to like this place.
Agreed. Interesting enough, I did get quite a few nice pictures from London.
Yeah, going in London was actually a great thing. I happen to enjoy myself down in London.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's the end of our first case. No, nobody got arrested. Nobody got murdered. Nothing really bad happened. It was just a bunch of crazy engineers. And honestly, they were a lovely bunch. They even treated us to dinner at the, what was that place?
The Devil's Butt Pub.
Yeah, I thought that was a strange name for a pub, but they had the best jalapeno poppers. I was like, oh, they're like melting in your mouth. But anyway, that's it for today's adventure through Louie and Jerry's detective agency.
Is that what our name is really called?
I don't know. I just went with it on the spot. This is our only time to be on the air. Some weird fellow came into our office one day and he was like,
Hey guys, you want to do a story bit for my own show?
and we were like, who's this clown with a top hat and that weird trench coat looking fella? But I was like, you know what? We ain't got nothing else better to do, so why not tell our tales to all of you? Not only that, but apparently he got others to do this along with us, so we're not the only ones telling stories.
No. In fact, yeah, we don't know who they are, though.
Neither do I, but thank you for listening to our tale. And hopefully we'll be back soon for another, case. You know what I'm saying? These are fun to tell. We got plenty of cases to tell all you lot. And if you want to stick around and find out, well, you know what to do. We ain't gonna tell you. Right? Have a nice day, ladies and gentlemen. Farewell.
Goodbye.